Hey guys, it sucks and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another speed build. We are doing this is a fun speed build. We are doing a family home, but with a twist. We're doing a vampire family home. Why? Because I said so, okay? But yeah, we're going more towards a Victorian style house today. I recently was gifted, actually, the Life and Death pack, and I really haven't gotten around to building with it yet. So this is my first time getting to build with it, and it is, oh my god, it's so peak. I'm in love with it. And it's funny, businesses and hobbies just came out, everybody's playing with that, and meanwhile I'm over here discovering Life and Death for the first time, just having fun with that and still trying to get used to that one. But yeah, I do have businesses and hobbies now, so now I'll be diving into that one, even though there are still more builds I want to do with Life and Death. As you can see, I'm very much in build mode right now. I mean, literally in build mode, but you get what I mean. I believe this is the almost the second week in a row I've uploaded. I'm trying to do at least once a week. I'm moving all my speed builds to Monday now, but I'm going to try to do one speed build a week. So for this house, it is technically pack restricted, I guess. It still has a lot of packs used. I have a list here. I just kind of wanted to not use all of them so it could be kind of somewhat accessible. So I have the list here. It'll also be down in the description if you don't want to listen to me read all the packs out I got. All right. So we got Get Together, Get Famous, Seasons, Love Struck, and of course Life and Death in terms of expansion packs. For game packs, we have Realm of Magic, Vampires, Werewolves, and that's it. And then we got two kits. We got Spooky Stuff and Paranormal, and then we have the Basement Treasures kit. And yeah, that's it. So in the better list, it will be down below too, as well as all the download the download information will be below, and I'll also have this up on the gallery because I'm able, I've been able to update, but I just have been scared to, and I still am. I hope everything's okay. But yeah, I will be able to update and have all my latest builds that I haven't been able to upload onto the gallery on there. So yeah, my gallery is just my channel name, but add an extra S to the end of it. You can find all of my builds, and also for most of my builds, not quite all, you'll be able to find a unfurnished shell of all my builds, except the outside is furnished on those. So yeah, back to the build a little bit. We're finally getting into the detailing of the frame. So I do have a inspiration image for this build, just a little bit. I'll put it up here. By the way, the roof on the left there is extended out by one. You can see it. It's very annoying. I go back and fix it later, don't worry. But I leave it like that the whole time, and I didn't even notice it until after I had done the outside. I'm like, oh my god, that was just hanging there by one tile that whole time. Whoops. So yeah, I'll have the inspiration image on the screen at whatever point I said it. And yeah, it's just very a loose inspiration. I wanted to build a Victorian, haven't done so in a while, and like I said, really wanted to play around with the new Life and Death pack. So like I said, with the theming of this home, we're obviously in the vampire world, Forgotten Hollow. That's what it's called, right? Yeah. But we're on one of the 30 by 20 lots. I think it's the one right by the river. I don't know, or I think it'll be in the top left. Actually, you'll see the name of the lot. So it's very, very dark and gloomy. I almost wanted to go for entirely rundown. But I think it's more it definitely has a little bit of rundownness, as you do with the window set in Life and Death, but it's not too, people live here, right? And the people being many vampires, a whole little coven. So it's kind of just a traditional family house, but with the spin of vampires live here, by the way. So yeah, there's even a backyard of activity stuff for vampire children. I think vampire children are like okay in the sunlight. I think it's when they become a teenager that the sunlight bothers them, and then that's like if you don't do the skill tree thing where whatever, you'll see a whole bunch of cute little details in this house. So this was definitely the first excuse to go through the life and death pack. The exterior is nothing, or not the exterior, the landscaping is just, I don't know, nothing too special. Ooh, and I did this really, oh god, the flooring inside this build is just to die for. Honestly, okay guys, I might say something controversial. I think this build is like my peak, and I've been avoiding saying it, but like I think it's my peak, and I think I need to pack it up here, guys, because this build, don't get me wrong, is nice on the outside, but the inside is like, oh wow, I'm so in love with this. I, not to like toot my own horn, pat myself on the back, but pat myself on the horn, toot my own back. No, I'm gonna stop talking. I tried to be funny, but yeah, not to do that, but I think this build is really nice, and I think the interior matched with the exterior and the theming of it. I think it's really nice. But yeah, we're just trying to fit in a couple little debug items. I didn't go too crazy with the debug items. I think this house, it's like exactly 100,000 simoleons. It's something weird like that. It's some like exact number that I did not intend for at all. And of course, it's obviously CC free, as all of my builds are, unless stated otherwise. I try to build without CC on my channel when I can. Oh my god, I completely forgot. Romantic garden. Did I use oh wait, no, did I? No, I don't think I did. No, I don't think I did use romantic garden. Because I do have it on this list, but I also have it like halfway crossed out, and I was just like watching the build, and I'm like, wait, didn't I use something from a romantic garden? But no, I'm remembering it now. I mean, it would have like fit in well here, but I just never ended up using it, so that was just one extra pack I didn't have to, put on the list. And there was also another thing. I think I used literally just the beam from high school years. I ended up replacing it with a similar beam just because that was the only high school years thing I used, and it's like, I don't know. I wanted to try and keep it down where I could in terms of how many packs were used. I hope it's like a little bit somewhat more accessible. So yeah, we got a cute little backyard with some kids activities. Oh my god, the Victorian play sets, like the monkey bars in this week, I love that. Whoever like the team who did the build mode for the life and death pack, it's really good. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of all the like Victorian set items it gives you to kind of like complete the whole thing, because we've had like similar sets before with like vampires, I believe, a couple little like paranormal things. So a lot of the build mode items in this pack go really, really well with those, because sometimes you like, I don't know, the colors just end up being like slightly off, so it doesn't really go well. But no, I think they really did take into consideration previous types of build objects and sets in the last packs that they've done with more Victorian styles. So yeah, I don't know why I don't build more. Actually, I was gonna say I don't know why I don't build more Victorian houses, but I actually do think I build quite a few of them. I don't know, they just, not only do they come naturally to me, but they're just so aesthetically pleasing to make. Oh, but we're getting on to the interior. So of course I did the floor plan off screen, as I always do, because they take a while. This one didn't take me too long, but I did like go kind of wild with the flooring. That was the only thing I did. I just did the flooring and like the floor plan, because that's usually what I do when I upload the shells. Is I'll upload it with just the flooring, so you can kind of get a good idea of like what rooms go where. I mean, obviously you can change it and do whatever you want, but for people who just want the layout there, that I just set it up like that because it's easiest. But yeah, we're going in with the master bedroom right now. So the lighting in this house, I don't want to say it's funky, it's definitely like unique. It's not as bright and brash and I don't know what the word, I don't know, I'm trying to like think of a word, but it's more moody. It's also, it's like all the colors are darker. Black is like definitely the main color of this, but I did try to throw in some accents where I could. Like there's some gray, white accents, there's some gold, there's some purples, there might even be a couple like little reds, but I didn't want it to be like too gaudy. Like these are like some vampires who have that gothic style but are not like too like, you know, I don't know, too much, you know what I mean? I don't know, when I was building this house, I of course I imagined like who's living here, the family, and it's definitely two lesbian vampires and their growing coven. They have a lot of kids, guys. This is a 4-bedroom house technically, like, and we're just in the first bedroom right now decorating that, but there's like, you know, the little turret on the outside of the house, so it makes it like a 3rd floor. I made that into another bedroom. It's a 4x4 space, so it can be like, you know, a little bedroom, like a little recluse bedroom. And then one of the kids' bedrooms has the ladder up to that room, so it's almost like, I don't know, a lofty room. Speaking of lofts, that is like kind of one of the main interior design features of this house. There's like a little loft landing, and it is just, oh, it's to die for. It's overlooking the kitchen, and it's overlooking this big like area in the house, and you'll see me get to it soon, but like I was playing a lot with the roof because it was like clipping into there. You can see it, there we go, right now, as I'm putting the lights up, and this big hanging light has like a feature. But yeah, I had to play around for a while to like hide that roof thing. It just would not go away. I eventually just ended up putting curtains there. I put a different type there, but you might like have them in the way while you're playing. I don't know. I didn't notice it being like too bad or too in the way, but if it is too in the way for you, you can obviously like delete it, do whatever you want with it. That was just what I ended up doing with it and what I liked. Like I liked having these kind of hanging curtains over it. I don't know, it feels very in style, in line for the type of build it is. But yeah, if you don't like it, if you find it in your way while you're like, you know, going around this house, there was a lot of like bouncing around with the camera when I was building this house, and it probably had to do with like the roofing, just how it was. But yeah, so if that ever just gets in the way, you can just delete it. It technically, like, it barely goes down to the main floor, technically. Like, it just kind of overhangs slightly. You'll see in the screenshots right now, I believe it's a little lower than what I give it at the end. But yeah, you can just, you know, if it's in the way while you're playing, just delete them. But yeah, we're going to the first kid's bedroom. So this first kid's bedroom actually sleeps 2 kids, 2 little vampire children. So, you know, already starting off strong. I don't know why I spent so long finding a wallpaper for this. First of all, no, I spend a lot of time in the upstairs, and you can tell usually I start my speed builds when it comes to decorating. I start downstairs and move up. I started the opposite way. I don't know why I did. I was just really excited to build some vampire bedrooms, especially vampire kid bedrooms. Not a lot of space for toys in this one with the 2 kids, but there are like plenty of spaces when we get to the downstairs for them to play. And then there's another bedroom that I didn't know if I wanted to make it a vampire nursery, but I ended up going with like a toddler room because there was a new toddler bed that came with Life and Death. It was so cute. I had to use it. I just had to use it. Definitely a lot of object repeats in this house, but like, I don't know, I've kind of grown as a builder, you know. I used to like never want to repeat an object, and I think I bring this up in like every build video I do now, but I don't like to repeat objects. But like now I've kind of given up on that, and I repeat the hell out of everything I can because it fits, it works, fills up the space, makes it look nice, aesthetically pleasing, yada yada. All right, we're going up to this little loft bedroom. Get this little dresser space under the bed. This is probably meant for like, I don't know, like a teenage vampire, I guess. I guess this is the teenager's room. You know, it is the very out there, edgier, in the attic room. So yeah, I guess. But yeah, there's a little desk and just some of the basement treasure items. Nothing too fancy. I didn't go like too cluttered with this build. Definitely not as much as I could have, but I decorated it fairly decently. But yeah, moving, are we about to move to the main floor? No, I still think we have 2 more rooms to yes, we have the toddler bedroom, which I didn't know if I was going to make a nursery or not, and then we do have 1 big bathroom. So this is technically, I want to say it's 2.5 bathrooms. And you could like technically make one a full bathroom. So I didn't use laundry day for this build, obviously. And no laundry at all. So I just decided to make like a bathroom / placeholder laundry room if you do have laundry day, and if you don't, then it can just be used as a half bath that kind of looks like a laundry room for I don't know, immersion, I guess. When I finally got to use this castle dollhouse, which I love it so much. I used it twice in this house, actually. So yeah, there's just like some counters in the bathroom. All the bathrooms are, I believe, the same size, which is usually like I'm shoving them into these tiny like closet spaces. But I was able to get everything in there and have a decently cohesive floor plan, I think, too, which is nice. The last couple floor plans I've done have been quite I want to say janky, but I'm gonna say janky because they were janky. So we're going to the foyer. There is a little seating area in the foyer, as well as some like kids stuff. I want to put down a playmat, but I forgot those came with growing together only, so I just put down the same castle thing again. Of course, you know, other miscellaneous foyer stuff. So on the main floor, we have all the main floor stuff. This is one of the little seating areas. It's more open concept, which is funny because you wouldn't really see that with a Victorian house, I guess. So yeah, it's a little more open concept. They get that archway like it'll lead into the dining room. And the dining room will it's not quite closed off. It does have an open like not even arch, like just opening to the main area, which is a big open kitchen space, as well as a little living room tucked into the corner. It's not the biggest living room, it's also not the tiniest, and I don't do a lot of open concept type things, mostly because I feel like, I don't know, I just like the idea of having all these little places to fill, and then they all get their designated thing, and I don't know, open concepts scare me, okay, but I like it. I like what I did. I really wanted to showcase this like unique parquet flooring I did with the quarter tiles. That was a lot of fun too, and yeah. So yeah, we I believe this is the tallest walls too, and I was gonna I think this was the moment where I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna go too crazy decorating, because I'm like, oh, should I put some stuff on top of these cabinets? But I'm like, nah, I'm gonna keep it somewhat simple. I feel like the ladies who live here, have a family here in this house, are definitely a little tidier, you know. I was also gonna add a basement onto this house, but I decided against it. You can always add a cellar, or I don't know, something somewhat similar. We also have a little office space on the main floor too. I believe that'll be the last room we build. But yeah, it's just a little office space with a computer, and then I believe an easel in there as well. It's not too geared towards a specific hobby. It's just kind of some skill stuff I threw in there to have it. I didn't playtest this house. I tried to be mindful of routing, but I did not playtest that house. So please keep that in mind when you download it. You might have to might be a little arrangement or two. You might have to, I don't know, move out of the way or something, but I didn't want to do it too cluttered for that reason. I wanted to try and make it pretty decently routable. Also have some space for your own family pictures and whatnot. So yeah, the deal with all these builds, of course, either it'll be on my Patreon, which will of course be linked below. It's free on my Patreon, obviously, and that's how you can install it via tray files. You can just download it there. I've actually been working on a little tutorial on how to download tray files for people who don't know how to. So yeah, I'll have tray files for that there. I'll have both the completely furnished version of the house as well as the non-furnished shell version that'll still have I still have all the landscaping and stuff. I love all the, oh my god, okay, I'm sorry, I'm going back to build. I love all the cute little clutter objects that came with Life and Death too, like the various, like, bottles, and that they could definitely, like, be used for multiple things. I don't know. And I also put, like, this, like, memorial stand here. I don't know, maybe it's for, like, the matriarch of this coven of vampires that live here. So yeah, like I was saying earlier with the downloads, the tray files can be found on my Patreon, and of course this will also be uploaded on my gallery, both the shell and the furnished version. But yeah, I'm going to end the voice over here so I don't, like, start talking about something and then, like, run out of time to talk about it. I'm just gonna, you know, let the last minute or so of the speed build play. We'll get to the screenshots and whatnot. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this speed build, what I'm going to call my my magnum opus. So, like, not my, like, best, but, like, my most influential and iconic build. You know what I mean? I don't know. But yeah, thank you all for watching this video, of course, and I will see you all in the next video of whatever I make. Bye.